Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the March edition of our hybrid Heritage Wilmot meetings. Welcome also to those tuning in online, either live or afterwards. I'd like to start off with a territorial acknowledgement. We have gathered in Wilmot Township on the traditional territory of the Neutral, Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Mississauga peoples. We also want to acknowledge the importance of the Dish with One Spoon Covenant, a peace agreement made between Indigenous nations before the Europeans arrived. It characterizes our collective responsibility to each other and to Mother Earth. We should take only what we need, leave enough for others, and keep the dish clean. By acknowledging this covenant in the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, we are reminded of our important connection to this land where we live, learn, and work together as a community. Next item is disclosure of pecuniary interest under the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. Do any members have any pecuniary interest to disclose? Seeing none. Fourth item is review of minutes from our February 9th meeting. Any comments, questions, omissions, additions? Can I have a motion to approve the minutes? Yvonne, second to Al. All in favor? That's carried. Moving on to business. First item was Heritage Day 2023. It was unfortunate. The weather did not cooperate to allow us to have our event the other week. Wanted to thank Township staff. I know Sherry's not here, but for letting exhibitors know about the rescheduling. I put this item on here just so we could talk about options for rescheduling. I don't know, Township staff, if you had any discussions internally about potential dates, but I think maybe when the weather's nicer. But maybe sometime we could look to maybe sometime in April would be good, or later this month. Al?
Do we know about the availability of our presenter?
I didn't put anything forward because I didn't have anything to present, and just said when we're ready to reschedule, we'll run it by him, and he was more than happy to, accommodate us.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I'm assuming an evening type of thing will still work well again for the presenter.
Well, we did an evening, but usually in the past we've done like a Heritage Day, like on a full day on a Saturday, and we didn't actually discuss that as an option.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe it's something that we might want to talk about and make it a full day.
Yeah, that would be an option too. Taylor?
I know that Sherry and I had talked about it earlier today, just if it was a possibility of having it on the weekend, if we could have it potentially here, depending on numbers, if you need support from council staff. Unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but we will be opening next week to the public, so there won't be support from council if that was something that you were looking to have. But
okay.
Just as throwing it out there, just letting you guys know.
So the council would be open on weekends?
Yes, we have our grand opening next week on the 15th, so we're excited about that, but we can still have it here if it was something that you were looking to have castle staff support from, or if not, then we can move it around for that.
That would be a nice touch, actually. Anyone else? Okay, well, we'll work with Sherry and Taylor and Andrew and staff and see what we can get for another date. I do like the weekend idea. That would be nice. Okay. I didn't have anything else on that. Okay, we'll move on. Next item was our next Heritage Wilmot term. We know we talked about it last weekend. So since then, there's been the report approved by council to authorize the extension of the current committee terms while the process to select new members is all finished. So we're continuing on for now, at least, so that's good. And then as a further update, I understand council has now approved the policy for the new terms of reference for the committees, and there'll be an application to be completed and sent in, and then council will appoint members as before. staff can confirm it, but I think they're coming out soon, and potentially May meeting for council to approve the new members. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my understanding. The target right now is applications potentially, that process might be out this week for all committees. And then last I spoke to the clerk, the estimated time frame was the May 8th council meeting was when they would deal with appointments. I didn't get an update as of today, but that was the last conversation we had.
That's my birthday, May 8th. Okay, so I guess we'll stay tuned, and then when the information is available, we'll get the application sent out.
Yeah, we'll follow up with an email as soon as it's available, and then everyone will know that it's out. So.
Excellent. Item under new business was upcoming township projects. So as everyone's aware, it's budget season, and there's a number of capital projects being planned for by the township, and then there's some within downtown New Hamburg. There's some work at the library and also the waterfront area, and there's the Bridge Street Bridge that was going to be relocated, parts of it, to the Mike Scout wetlands. And I know there's the Castle Porch projects we've talked about before, and I just put them on there so we're aware, and if there's any updates from staff on any of those items or anything else Heritage Committee related, then I think that'd be great.
Yeah, no specific updates. Taylor might have more about the castle porches. The other items, the budget isn't approved yet, so none of those projects are moving ahead until that's completed. But your overview of what's anticipated to come is accurate, and once the budget's approved, then those processes can start moving forward.
Okay. So I guess stay tuned, and then when budget's approved, then we'll get circulated on anything that we need to provide comment on. Taylor, was there any update on the porches?
There was, yes. So the porches are currently being produced, and they are planned to be installed in the spring. We're just waiting until there's no more threat of snow or frost, because once they're installed, they will be primed and painted. So we just want to wait till after that, but we're excited to have them installed, which is nice.
Excellent. Ren?
I know it's not a township thing, but is there any update on the New Hamburg water wheel?
That I don't know. Andrew?
Yeah, I don't have any specific updates. We can look into that and get some more information. But yeah, the Board of Trade is dealing with that. I'm not sure exactly where that's sitting right now. So.
And what's going on with the Holland Mills Bridge signage?
Good question, Ren. I don't know where the status was left. Last I'd heard, I have to talk to Harold, but there was I know the draft of the signs, or the layout produced at least, and then I think there was another sign company that was being contacted, but I don't know where that is at necessarily. Andrew, I don't know if that's anything that you know about. Okay. We'll have to check with Harold and Sherry and get back. But that was the last I remember that it was, we had all the layout done. It was just being produced and, or trying to be produced.
And we were trying to set a date for installation of and commemoration of. Mm-hmm. And I think that just fell off the agenda.
On the water wheel, it's being manufactured now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I think it's
Bridge.
Iron
Bridge.
Iron Bridge.
Do you know, Patty, what kind of timing they're looking at for that?
Should know, but I think I don't. Not sure.
Okay. Cool. That'll be neat. Al?
Yeah, just a question about the library. Just wondering what type of work is being done at the library, because as far as I'm aware, nothing has come to us about what's being done, and that is part of the Heritage District, and it should come to this committee for approval as a designated building in the downtown area.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything specifically, other than there was mention, something about the pillars, I believe, just in the budget documents, but that's all I know. Andrew?
No, it's my understanding that the pillars need work, and so it's been identified that that's requires circulation to this committee, so that's a known fact as part of that project, and it'll proceed after the budget process.
Okay, great. Anything else? Okay. Next item was correspondence. I didn't have anything specific on that. Anything from the group at all? Al?
I don't have the date in front. I got an email the other day from the Waterloo Historical Society is actually having a in-person meeting, the first since the pandemic, and that's coming up on a Saturday, I believe. April the 8th at the KPL. Saturday afternoon, right? Yeah. So I think they're kind of looking forward to having an actual meeting. So
yeah,
that would be nice.
Excellent. Anything else? I'll lump that under info sharing and roundtable as well. Going once, going twice. Yvonne.
I just want to say happy International Women's Day to all the women on our committee. We should take a selfie or something.
Right. That's a good idea.
Splash it in the meeting.
Yes, thank you, Yvonne. All right. There's nothing else. Our next meeting we had April 12th. I do know that Sherry has a conflict, I think, from now on Wednesday evenings. She has their St. Mary's Heritage Committee meeting that same night. So she asked if there was another night that would work. That would be appreciated. If not, then Taylor can continue to provide updates after. So I was going to suggest maybe a Tuesday or Thursday instead, but I'm not sure what township staff schedule or IT schedule is like.
Yeah, I can't speak to IT schedule. They're generally very accommodating, so I don't imagine that we'll probably be able to find something. As far as our development services department conflicts go, doesn't present a problem. Committee adjustment meets around the same time of month as this committee, but it's not on a Tuesday or Thursday at this point. Okay. So I think we could probably work with whatever the committee is looking for. We can make sure that there is no conflicts and then get back to you.
Okay. Patty?
So we were the first Wednesday of the month, and then we weren't. Does that reason still exist?
So, yeah, that's when our Committee of Adjustment meets.
Yes.
It used to meet on Thursdays, but then there was the outdoor concert series and some things that happened with the castle that provided parking issues, so we changed that date. And then, yes, that was before some of the heritage meetings were scheduled, and anyway, so that is a bit of a standing date for that committee at this point. So,
what if we switch to Tuesdays at 7? Would that work for people? Al, I know you had a conflict Thursdays.
Tuesday would be less of an issue for me.
Tuesday less of an issue? I would say second, but I guess we could do the first. Okay. So then it would, instead of April 12th, it'd be the 11th, I suppose, if my dates are right. Does that work for IT upstairs? Tuesday? Awesome, double thumbs up.
The first Tuesday?
The second Tuesday.
The second Tuesday.
Yeah. So we're changing that now? We're all here, so. Yes, April 11th then at 7. And that was all for our agenda. Motion to adjourn? Al? We are adjourned.